Yes, people, it is Real Talk Live. Pick up Bunting family. Now, whenever you're looking at this, it is Friday Night Live. Just so you guys know, Friday night at 10 p.m. is the official.
So we are officially on tonight.
Big up crew and crew and all. And today is the topic at hand. A very interesting scenario. And you know, Burn Team is about physical fitness, mental fitness, emotional fitness. And if you're looking at this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And if you're on Facebook at this present moment,
Like, share, follow.
feel free to share the live. Yes, and today is a very riveting topic. Battle of Sugar Daddy versus Sugar Mama. We have a lot of those in the Caribbean and the world. And in our investigation on this matter, we have found that it's a business venture.
Yes, it's a business.
So if you look at Chika, she's wearing, the Real Talk Dry Fit. Feel free to inbox basic, raw nutrition, all interested parties. Yeah? So Chika, as is customary, what you really think about this thing? Like, it's like, what?
Well,
Where's your whole
um,
synopsis?
I mean, everybody, they have their preferences, I shall say. I think if persons know what they want, then they will know if it is the one to get a sugar daddy or if it is the one to get a sugar mama. And if it is they want to actually be a sugar baby.
So we will be getting into it. What is a sugar daddy?
Yes.
In real time. What is a sugar mama? And what is a sugar baby?
Yes.
Because we never really hear about the sugar baby, always hear about the sugar mama and the sugar daddy.
Yes.
And we know that there is a sugar baby. So Trinidad always have our own culture and our own thought on what this thing is.
Yes.
So we're going to get to the root of where this thing originates from. How is it used in the Caribbean as opposed to how it is used overseas? And we will be getting into some facts, fiction, and crazy things. Right, so for the people who comment on, feel free to like the page, and we shall be moving along shortly to get into the facts of what this whole topic is. So Chika, have you heard this topic been used in like when it was coming up, like going to school? Like where you heard this topic being used? Like if you ever heard it?
Well, most of the times you'll hear persons talking about sugar daddies.
Yeah.
And when they hear sugar daddy, they understand that it's a young lady having a relationship with a much older man than she is. So they will say sugar daddy.
But is that really the case? So we'll be getting into the the reality of this whole scenario. So in Trini terms, we thought that sugar daddy meant relationship. But digging into this thing a little deeper, we realize it is a arrangement.
Yes.
Right? So shall be getting into it shortly and realizing that it's a business as well.
Very big business.
Lucrative, right?
Yes.
So this is Bird Team and we chilling. And this is the topic at hand, right? And for those who come on the live, welcome, big up yourself. And those who will be looking at it after this, welcome and big up yourself. And feel free to comment, because we do answer comments after the live, during the live, when the live is reposted and we share. Yes?
Yes.
Feel free to look at it on YouTube as well. Right? So we're getting into the depths of the matter. Big up how Aisha on the line.
Hi, Aisha.
Big up yourself. Right? So, what is a sugar daddy to you?
To me.
Yeah, to you. Is a sugar daddy? Is a sugar daddy?
So when I hear the word sugar daddy, what comes to mind is an older man who could be my father, right? Like 20 years and up or something, or 18 years and up, right? But 18 years older than I am, I should say, right? And I will consider that age being that age difference, the 18-year-old age gap difference, to be someone that could be your sugar daddy. So there must be some criterias. Next, you must have money in order to be the sugar daddy, as there'll be no sugar, there'll be salt.
So my question is, does the sugar represent the money or the sugar represent something else? Is it?
The sugar represents the money.
Oh.
Right? So people won't just have a sugar daddy just for having, just a sexual relation. They must get the money that, come in, with the whole scenario. So the sugar is the money more than the sex, actually.
Moving along, ladies and gentlemen. So Chika, already gave us her definition of what a sugar daddy is. A sugar mama.
Right. So a sugar mama is a lady who, what they will call these days, kind of like the cougars, but yeah.
Kind of like a cougar.
Yeah, like a cougar.
What is that like a cougar?
Alright, so the cougars, those older women who love those younger men, right? Yes. So you'll hear cougar more than sugar mama actually. So the sugar mama, of course, would be a much older woman that is, well established, has money, and giving sexual favors to the young gentleman. Yes. So same thing, but just as a female this time.
So what we have realized in society is that sugar mamas and sugar daddies are looked upon very differently. Yeah. What would be your view based upon the older guy with the younger young lady, even though it's financially driven? Is it looked upon differently as opposed to the woman and the younger guy? How do you think society, us in the Caribbean, view the...
Well, you know for sure that when young ladies with older guys, people say, she just with the man for your pension. That's what they say, right? In the Caribbean, it's like, she just with the man for his pension or whatever it is he has. That's what in the Caribbean we see.
So the view of society would be, is more frowned upon when the woman doing it or when the man doing it is more accepted. Which one is more accepted?
I would say it is more accepted when the younger guys with the older woman.
More accepted?
Yeah.
So if you're now coming on the page, big up Kevin, what's up, man? And the topic for today is sugar daddy versus sugar mama. In the comment section, Kevin and Kenton and Asia, feel free to put what you believe a sugar mama is and what a sugar daddy is and what is your view on the matter. So society has looked upon
So message board.
Message board.
We have Mrs. McCalman saying both persons profiting.
You have to explain where the profit lies,
Yeah.
Because profit could go either way. Right? You know, when we hear sugar is monetary, you know, so that's how it goes. Yeah. So society has looked upon the male, the older male with the female, a little more favorably as it was with the older woman with the younger guy. Why I think is that?
Well, I'm going to the message board.
Cool.
Mrs. McCalman, yeah, but he's sucking her youth, so it's an exchange.
Mrs. McCalman, what? Explain this sucking of youth, right? Oh God.
Because
we have heard that term.
Yeah.
That's a whole other life.
Yeah, that's a whole other life. Because just yesterday, it's so funny that every time we're going to discuss a topic, during the week you just see something that, you know, has to do with the topic. And actually, just yesterday, there's a picture of this 20, how old is this?
21 or something?
Yeah, 21 with a
50 something.
61-year-old guy.
61-year-old man.
Right? And, I mean, it didn't look like he was supping her youth, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They look pretty fine together.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So in the comment section, feel free to place why you think society looks at the older guy with the younger girl more favorably as opposed to the older woman with the younger guy in the comment section.
Message board.
Really?
So, Asia is saying, I think a sugar daddy must have money.
Well, money is the motivation.
Yes.
So, is it that the sugar daddy, sugar mama, or the sugar daddy and the sugar baby? So explain to the audience the sugar baby side of this equation.
Alright, so the sugar baby is now the young, what line is called the young ants, right? And the sugar baby is like between the ages of 18 to 26. Once you cross 26, you're not a baby no more. So you're no longer a sugar baby. Alright? You're kind of going up the road now. So
yeah, cross your hands.
Yes, and the sugar babies, they do go out there to benefit. So for example, let us say they're going to university to further their studies. And sometimes depending on the support that they have from family or the lack of support, and they really want to get it, they will, especially the females, they're going to look for that sugar daddy to benefit from him monetary wise, while they return with, you know, sexual favors, just, you know, just keeping the man
happy, man.
Yeah.
Right, and as you know, coming on the live, all those new people who come in onto the live, feel free to put in the comment section what you think a sugar daddy is and what you think a sugar mama is. Message board.
So, the message board, we have Shalaka saying, but I find the sugar daddies be looking younger.
It has not one thing to do
with looks anymore. Yeah, it has nothing to do with looks. And these days, but they say some sugar daddies like stepping up the game. That's the word? Stepping up their game.
What I would say is that when, you know, human beings have a reason to be youthful, they tend to be.
Yeah.
If you could be at what age, and let's say you're lazy, you're lying down, you're not active, you're not doing, you find you develop old age diseases at a young age. Mm-hmm. So, you know, the sucking part is a strange scenario. But I think because the gentleman, maybe with a younger person, he becomes more vibrant.
Yeah.
Because to keep up now. But then that keeps him vibrant.
So,
yeah.
Message board. Yeah. So you have Sonali saying, in terms of why it is more acceptable then for men to be with older women.
Right.
Because it is the perception of society that it is acceptable for the man to date because it is acceptable for the man to be older than the female.
Yeah, society kind of accepts that the majority of the time. But in the comment section, put why you think that's so. You know, like why? What is the driving point? Why it's easier looked upon an older guy with a younger girl, but it's frowned upon, like really, really frowned upon when you have an older woman with a younger guy. Why it is looked at differently. It's not the same. It doesn't be looked at as the same.
Yeah, but it still has, I guess it's where you are situated, and some persons might still be okay with a younger guy dating an older woman rather than an older man dating a younger woman.
I think it's based upon how the couple looks.
Yeah,
if the woman
true.
looking like a tanty and the guy now looking like he come out as senior sec. So people, if you don't join on, it's Bird TV. If you're looking at this on YouTube, remember to subscribe. If you're looking at this on Facebook, like and share this live. The topic is
sugar daddy versus sugar mama.
Right? And I think in the Caribbean we confuse this. We think a regular relationship is a sugar daddy or sugar baby relationship when it is not that. It is not an older person having a serious relationship with a younger person. We kind of... Exactly.
Yeah, so Shanaka is saying exactly Lion the looks.
Yeah, you're trying to tell me. Think that? Another thing. Right. So... right? So again, for the people who are now coming on the live, I see Julie popped in, right? Please in the comment section what you think a sugar daddy is and what you think a sugar mama is, because in the Caribbean I think we get it wrong. Yeah. I think we misunderstanding just a normal relationship, and then we calling it she have a sugar daddy. Right? So we're gonna get to the root of this thing, because this type of arrangement in its origin does not have anything to do with a serious relationship. It is more like an arrangement, financially based, like a job. Like it is just you get hired for a job, where you might have raises and kickbacks and Christmas bonus and something. So we in the Caribbean always take things and put it to our perspective. So this is about view, as we say, Burn Team is about perspective. And when we're looking at the topic, we look at it from different angles to see how best we could now come up with the real vibration of what this thing really is.
Yeah. So Shanaka is saying is how the couple looking. Oh, yes, and yes, so when she was talking about the looks, is how the couple.
Yeah, next thing the couple are really looking nice together, like the man looking really, really old and the girl looking really, really young, or the opposite, like the woman looking really, really old and the guy looking really, really young. And then there are women who keep themselves so nicely and age so gracefully that you can't tell the difference until they tell you, well, this lady 10 years older than me. I'm like, what? So it is really have a factor in the looks, how people keep themselves and how healthy they are and how well they take care of themselves.
So message board. So we have Asia saying yes, Lion, so true. People in the Caribbean, you know, they mix it up.
They got yourself Asia, Lion.
Julie saying night, good night, Julie. And we have Shanaka asking, okay, where the question? Is it prostitution or gold digging? Because it's sex for money.
It's not gold digging, because when you're a gold digger, the other party has no idea what you're up to. The other party doesn't know you're in it for the money. But when you're a sugar daddy, you know that you're paying for a service. So it is really interesting that you use the word prostitution.
Yeah.
Because technically, prostitution willingly is not really prostitution, because a prostitution ring is based upon human trafficking, where technically the ladies are held and brought to our country, and most of them are forced to pay back a debt via sexual favors. That's how it is done in the Caribbean. I don't know about anywhere else, right? But what is happening here with the sugar daddy and sugar baby, or sugar mama and sugar baby, is that they enter into the relationship fully well knowing that I keep you happy and you keep me happy.
Yes.
Totally different. Because prostitution is just paying for sex and you go.
Yeah.
The sugar baby is there.
Yes.
On and on. Until, well, whoever paid the bill, write the pink slip.
Yeah.
Message board.
Good night, Z.
Z, big up yourself. We want to know if Z is coming to San Fernando Hill tomorrow morning. All the people who come into San Fernando Hill tomorrow for morning aerobics, I realize the ladies have taken over the morning time aerobics, which is fine. So you can show by some hearts all who will be present in the morning. Yeah.
Alright, message board. Shanaka saying, okay, true. I understand.
It is now, it would be a legally binding contract, a verbal contract, where the person would state what is the arrangement. Julie on the forefront.
Alright, Julie. I have had sugar daddies, and those dudes never looked their age. I always got what I wanted, and all I had to do was show up and look good to go all over with them.
Well, Julie, you had some experiences there, right? Well-oiled business. Yeah.
Sonali. A sugar daddy is an older gentleman who bestows favors upon a young lady, whether it be financial or gifts. It's an arrangement struck between the two for the exchange of either sex or companionship. Same goes for a sugar mama.
Interesting. Kind of straightforward. Big up yourself, Miss Bartholomew. Well wrote out comment there. Yes. So moving forward, Chika. So we get in different views, different avenues. We realize it's not prostitution, it's a willing arrangement.
Alright, Z.
Z outside, boy. Big up yourself, Mr. Andy Miller.
Right. So, he said good night, big brother and little sis. He's on his way home, right? We men age like fine wine. It's just filling in the blanks and lending a helping hand. We
really fine wine, yeah. We fine.
And
fine wine,
Mr.
guys.
Hunt would like to know,
Like Masolia.
do you think prostitution is a bad thing, Lion?
That's an interesting question. Human trafficking is bad on the whole. Bad because people are removed from there. Some people are really kidnapped. There's some people come because they live in a country that they can't do better, and now people capitalize on the desperation. Prostitution is a capitalist mentality. I'm a capitalist, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're capitalizing on people who have no way out. And you're putting them in a situation where they have to put themselves in compromising and dangerous situations in order to earn a dollar, whereas you could have found a way to get them a job if it is just so cared about, you know. So prostitution, bad. I would say that anytime you have human beings being held against their will, forced to do things that they do not want to do, but they have no choice, it is an evil thing. Now, there are ladies that choose that lifestyle. Certain places in China, in England, like the Red Light District, and certain places where these ladies, for whatever reason, decide to get into that lifestyle. And you see, you would have to pick apart to see if it is a mental scenario, or is it an act of desperation the same way. Prostitution is actually me enforcing you to do sexual things against your will or capitalizing on a situation where you really, really have no other way out. But there are ladies who actually get into prostitution on their own. I know ladies, Trini girls who could go find a job. Not no Venezuela, no nobody come from no Colombia.
But will they call themselves, I think they call themselves sex workers and not prostitutes.
The young ladies in Trinidad who I know personally that do these jobs, they say they moonlighting. They moonlight as because their family don't know what they're doing, their husband don't know what they're doing, they say they're going by a girlfriend, and then they're moonlighting as this, that kind of thing. There's a choice. So you have to look at it from the two sides so you can understand it. The people who brought here and they have no choice, that is madness. Right? So, escort service as well. They do their own escort service. So escorts could be a long topic. Yeah, but there's a choice they get into for their own self, for their own monetary gain. Nobody didn't force them. The problem is choice. Moving along. Sugar daddy, sugar mama in the comment section, people.
We see that it have one person who was a sugar baby. Are there any more sugar babies on the line?
Aye. So Julie, being a sugar baby, how were you treated? If you want to put it in the comment section. And being a sugar baby, what made you switch gears looking for something different? Message board.
Z is asking, do these sugar daddies care about their girls or is it just to flaunt a younger girl? And we have Kevin saying, to me, I don't call it prostitution, I call it helping hands.
Right? Interesting. You don't laugh about that. That is your view. And what speaking to people who have been in law enforcement and people who allow these things to carry on, some of them call it by the term unnecessary evil. So when speaking to some of the councillors in Rasta area, I want to where area from, right? Who know it, right? And bringing up some of these topics, like, spread across my country, we have a lot of prostitution places where we know, we ain't calling name, but we know about them. And I ask a question, how come nothing has never been done? How come no license haven't been revoked? And it was told to me, it is viewed as a necessary evil, for the people who have, like sex offenders who still out there, and if, instead of interfering with a young person, they could go there and relieve themselves. So it's also been called a necessary evil. So as Kevin said, helping hand, trust me, some of these people calling it unnecessary evil, that is why it's allowed to exist in our land and outside of our land. Big up Candy Barbara on the inside.
Yeah, so Candy Barbara is saying she was never a sugar baby.
I don't know. Candy, would you like to be a sugar baby at some point? So
no,
again,
I don't know if Candy passed the sugar baby stage.
So sugar baby has an age, people. So all these young ladies are in life. Anything over 26. When you're 26, 25. 26, you're down on the top of the mountain. Over 26, you jump off the cliff. So you must be 25.
26, go back.
25, 26, you're on top of the hill. Yeah, hide neither here nor there. Because after 26 is 27. Right? So 25 and below.
18 and legal.
Up to 18, that is the criteria. Unless when you cross 26, you're looking for 80-year-olds and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, sugar something else.
So in the comment section, feel free to let us know what you think a sugar daddy is and what you think a sugar mama is and what you think a sugar baby is. Big up Gail, presently Guyanese
fit chick.
Guyanese fit chick on the inside, people.
Yes.
And she's in Canada.
Yes, Canada.
Right, so Guyanese fit chick, feel free to put your link in the comment section. And after the live, people check out Guyanese fit chick with G-Force. At some point, we're supposed to do a thing.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Boom. Inside.
Yes, Candy says she's too old to be a sugar baby.
Yes, you are, Candice. Right? So if you're now joining the line, this is Burn Team. We believe in mental fitness, physical fitness, emotional fitness. And fit meaning able to take on and capable enough to handle what comes your way. So the topic is sugar daddy
Versus sugar mama.
versus sugar mama.
No, so we see that we don't have much sugar babies. So are there any sugar daddies or sugar mamas on the line?
Okay. Right.
So,
Message board.
Andy, sugar daddies are there to help.
Papa, you.
Julie is saying being a sugar baby has its cons and don'ts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feel free to share your extensive
experience
with the cast and crew and the live studio audience. Yes?
Yes.
Big up yourself. Right? So, to me, because we are in the Caribbean and we always have a misconceived view of what terms really are. Sadly. Right? Sometimes when you see an older woman with a younger guy, even though the relationship is serious or not, they still call her a cougar and still say the guy after the money when they don't have to be that. It could be a serious relationship, just the woman is older than the guy.
Yeah.
And we in Trinidad tend to throw around terms as if, in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Right? So we have now come to the understanding that if you are a sugar baby, it is an arrangement with monetary value in place.
Yes.
Message board.
Message board. So that guy saying I can still fall in as a sugar baby, yes? I'm 25, I almost make it, lad.
Big up Mrs. McCallman. Mrs. McCallman, married people can't afford to be sugar babies. But in the age bracket, yeah, 1 year again, make you say it.
Okay, message board. Julie, but parties are coming to an understanding because some sugar daddies just have wives and some don't. Both have to respect each other. So I was just going to speak to that.
Yeah.
So earlier on, I was just checking out this whole sugar daddy, sugar mama thing. And some people say refrain from the sugar daddy that has a wife because it may just come with some complications. Vice versa.
To me, message board warming up. Any message board warming up.
And I'm looking for enough money to be a sugar mama. Being a sugar mama or sugar daddy, you must be able to provide the benefits for your sugar baby. Yes.
Now, to me, that would determine when you all sit down and have this discussion. You don't know if the man needs is not that high. Next thing you have.
He just might want a companionship. He may not.
He might want you just to pay the cable. You don't know. You don't know. Remember, you had when you're taking on an employee. Yeah, you say no with the employee and ask him, can I meet? Let's see if I could meet your criteria.
Okay.
Next thing is just a cable and a rent. Or just a rent.
And make sure you check out, get the details, so you will know if it's truly a sugar daddy or not. Get the details. Right. Message board.
Message board warming up.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
There are a lot of sugar mummies giving opinions to young Caribbean men in my area.
Which party is it? Fellas, yeah.
Canada, leading to a passport.
Right. Check both fellas, we check it, Gail. All the guys who need to get a passport. Adi, we have work to do. Message board.
Oh gosh, message board.
Oh good. We go in Canada.
Julie.
You feel like go be cut in Canada, you feel like go get through. Anyway,
You are.
That's it.
Anyway.
We don't have an age when this finance though. We're going on that just now. Think about it.
Julie, if I'm going to be honest, one of my sugar daddies left his wife for me and wanted me to be his wife.
That is not a sugar daddy.
But on the other hand, his wife was also playing the fool.
That is not a sugar daddy. It's a horn. That is sugar. If I am a sugar daddy, right? The arrangement is you would be hired for a job. There is no me leaving my wife for you because that's feelings. That is no longer a job. It's an arrangement. It's not emotional.
Yes.
It's business, man.
Right.
He started off as sugar daddy and then he stepped over the line. You're supposed to stop him and say this is a business arrangement, and if you breach the contract, this is over. The Rasta teach.
Right. Shanaka asked what complication is that? I guess it's with the sugar daddy being married.
To me,
Like the wife.
if I'm a young lady and I'm looking for top dollar on my goods, this sugar daddy had to have, if he have a wife, he had to be able to handle me and the wife. Because then she cutting into my salary.
Exactly.
Remember, I provided a service, but then my service go get cut.
Yeah.
Because the wife provided a service too. So it wouldn't be monetary unless the gentleman has a certain amount where it is no problem. You know, you have to weigh and measure your situation. No, we're not encouraging this type of behavior. Public disclaimer, basic and conventional nutrition is not telling anybody to be a sugar daddy, a sugar mama, or a sugar baby. Public disclaimer one time. Message board. Let's say.
Yeah, it shows. It was an open instrument opportunities.
Yeah, because we shall be there at some point when the planes are allowed to fly again.
So you were saying that you could be a sugar baby?
Is that? Going price. Yeah, so we moving along. So if you're not joining us, welcome. This is Bird Team and the topic is
Sugar Daddy versus Sugar Mama.
And if you're looking at this on YouTube,
subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell.
So everybody right now click share on your Facebook. So in the comment section, now that we have looked on different views in which the sugar daddy, sugar mama scenario goes, who you think benefits more in the babies? Does the sugar baby for the man, like let's say a young lady benefits, or the young man benefits more? In the comment section, tell me who you think benefits more in the arrangement. Would it be the younger guy with the older woman, or the younger woman with the older guy, monetary wise? Yes?
Message what we have Judy saying, yes, she lie and I did, and now we just talk normal, and I don't meet with him anymore. I cut all ties.
Exactly. See where the woman are again? Talk about these
I know when they cut in ties, you even talking to nobody now.
Rasta cut ties, because you never exist. When I cut that tie, and I meet you again like it's on you, hey, was it him? That is it. Right, but I understand, and you know, it's cool. So again, in the comment section, feel free to place your view upon who benefits more in this type of relationship. Does the younger guy benefit more with the older woman, or does the younger woman benefit more with the older guy? In the comment section. Right? And Gail, you didn't put your link, so Gail, make sure and post your link. Gail is in Canada, people. We're going and say Burn Team Canada /GForce. Right? So we're looking for the collaboration. Chika J alongside Gail. Gail is in Canada, Chika J is in Trinidad. Gail is Guyanese, half Trini, and she's in Canada. So people feel free to show her page love. It is one of our own, and we must always show love and support our own guys after the live. So Gail, post your link to your Facebook page in the description. Business in the making. Bird Team Canada /GForce /Chika J /Gail Guyanese fit chick.
So we have Julie. He did get a lot of feelings, and me now coming out of a marriage, I didn't want no lockdown thing. I was just on fun, and like he forget that. Gail is saying both the ladies and the men benefit the young ladies and young men.
Alright.
So now they are saying young ladies, and they're saying, big brother, no, we have to head to the UK. And most girls want a man with good money, all of the above. And then Shanaka is saying the younger person collecting the monies.
Exactly.
Asia is saying the females benefit more than the males.
Yep.
Julie is saying the men benefit more.
Really?
Candy is saying I think it depends on the situation who will benefit more. Julie, because a man will always be a man no matter the age and the woman. So it
Nice
kind of
perspective.
half-half in terms of who believe the men will benefit more. Well, I shouldn't even say half-half. It'll be in thirds now. 2 by 2 by.
Right, so I think Gail posted her link, so people after the live feel free to show Gail some love, burn team family.
Yes.
Like up the page and thing now and see Gail doing all she G-Force
Yes,
scenario.
step
Step on all kind of highness. I say why now boy. If I come kind of wine and then there's 2-3 shuttles and yeah, you and Chika see. Right, so this is Burn Team. This is basic unconventional raw nutrition, real talk, live on a Friday. This is what we do, man. Right? And this is the official time. So all the people know that it's 7 o'clock on the dot on a Friday night. But they have nowhere to go. Right? And if you see me on Saturday and Sunday, that is extra. I ain't nobody sprinkle for 2 hours. Right? So, in the comment section, people, we getting warm, you know. Would you consider entering into a relationship like that if you are single? Please in the comment section. Would you contemplate? I didn't say get into it. I said, would you contemplate that type of relationship? If you are single, place it in the comment section. If you would contemplate that kind of vibration, especially COVID when you have some bills to pay. After the COVID come, what it done, right? So, in the comment section, people, feel free. If you were single, would you entertain the thought of getting involved into a relationship like that? Even if it's out of necessity, even if it's out of curiosity, even if it's out of lack of finance. And Asia Lion says, I passed the sugar baby age.
Yes.
Asia feel it has some fellas that might still want to rope it as a sugar baby. Just me. Message board.
Message board. Should they say, okay, daddy, I'll make sure I'm home at 7 every Friday.
That's right. That's
Gail
right.
saying a young woman will not stay for so long. So men will leave quicker than the young men.
So who would stay longer in a relationship is what is the vibration.
Mm-hmm.
So would you guys entertain that type of relationship? One, and who you think will stay in the relationship longer? Would the younger woman stay in the relationship or the younger guy? Please in the comment section below.
Should they say right now she wants another sugar daddy?
Profitable, man. Bills have to pay, man. Things have to come your way, right? So we have one person saying that she needs it, eh?
Yeah.
Right? That's
She
a
said
strong.
she wants. She didn't put me.
Want and need is strong too. COVID though, a little helping hand is good. Right? So people in the comment section, we implore you, who would stay in the relationship longer? Would it be the younger lady or would it be the younger guy?
And they say, no, I won't contemplate.
Now, being devil's advocate as I have always been in this world, from since the dawn of these days, I have been placed here for such a time. Friends, is it not the same if you're in a relationship and the person you're with helping you? Because the common ground is the helping hand, which is money. So my question is, the guy who you're with, or the girl who you're with, COVID hit you, flow cut you can't. Well, you know the Giselle cut in one time as a miss a payment. I call in the name. Because we know anytime you miss a payment, internet gone in a blink, right? And the person you would say, all right, baby, I know your salary cut. As a essential worker, I will help you out with this, and they start to handle certain situations. It's not the same thing. The money exchange, because one, you're with the person, two, favors have always been exchanged over however long you're with the person, and now the monetary scenario, because they have ladies that just pick up the man wallet and start to spend them. Okay? Huh?
I mean,
that's what
I wouldn't call it a
I have
sugar daddy, sugar mama.
I have never gone in a woman's wallet and took out money. But ladies, yeah. It's not the same thing. When a relationship needs money. I don't think a relationship could thrive without money. Right? I mean, would I really... COVID, we living in the house, we can't pay the rent, we can't buy food to eat. Love does only go this far now. When hunger take over. So is it not that in our brains, we kind of lie to ourselves based upon the scenario? So just because we say it's a sugar daddy scenario and you're exchanging money for service, we say, nah. But it's the same thing. Because we exchanging money now because you need it or you want it or whatever is the case. You have to do the degree and the man have all the dollar. Look, babe, so like the money exchange is still happening. Even if the relationship is not understood as a sugar daddy or a sugar mama relationship, money has always been exchanged between men and women in relationship. Money is pretty standard. Message board on the phone line.
So
Chika,
you
you
were saying yes, Lion bills got to get paid. Candy Barbara would like to know if you would consider it. And Judy say the men stay longer with their sugar mummies. Andy saying young ladies will stay once the money running. Men too. Sonali saying baby boys tend to stay longer than baby girls.
Exactly. We tend to. We have the mother syndrome, you know, fellas. We have our mother syndrome, right? That we don't really leave mommy, you know, we always, mommy had that kind of... So when we have a mommy who operated in the same perspective that taking care, it is latch on, I see in the message board.
Yeah, I'm truly saying anytime a woman stays because feelings got involved. Because if all your business fixed, what are you really staying for? But as for most men, they're just lazy and happy to know a woman taking care of them.
So when it comes to a man eating a food, he's lazy. Julie? So when the guy benefiting, he's lazy. When the woman benefiting, that's good. So as we move it along, people, madness is the difference. So my question is, because we create this environment on this live saying that the topic is sugar daddy and sugar mama, sometimes we have a biased opinion. Because when men and women are together, money always has been exchanged. And most of the time, is the man spending more money than the woman. Most of the time. Or sometimes it's be kind of even according to the time frame. You know, sometimes mommy might be out or daddy might be out. But the exchange of the currency has always been around when people have in relationships. It's a regular thing, it's nothing strange. And can be according to the situation. Anybody would contemplate anything. Let's say I have 5 children to mine. And COVID come and liquid my whole work. Sugar mama, like in the Rasta. You know she telling me, don't worry. I come into your candy, listen well. And the woman telling the Rasta, you know, boy, your children is my children, you know. I handling that for you, you know. It should be a contemplation. Because we don't know when jobs going on open back. You see, according to the situation, if I hand over the turn, The children them hungry. The woman gone. The lights cut. No water. And the sugar mama come up and say, Rasta, I seen about that. Deep in my mind, I shall be contemplating such things. Chicks. Children them are eat.
So, Candy, there goes your answer.
Children are eat, girl. Remember when you are children? Sometimes you just do some crazy things. I telling you, I know. When the children and them need to get, so I know for myself. When the youths are to get something, I talk about no. Chika will know that. Chika will know if I get a call, a youth are to get something. It's hell and high water I going through to get it. I just forget me. And all who are parents could understand, all who take care of some child, or there's parents and they understand when they watch their baby, or wherever, my babies are big, right? But wherever, when you watch your children, and you see them going through hardship, you will be very understanding of how parents would react to get that child what the child need to get. They would do some crazy things. I have done crazy things. Right?
And he's saying yes, ladies do get lazy also, true.
If they're lazy again.
And then we have to be saying, yes, Lion, men were put to be the providers, but the world has changed.
That is a whole next life.
A whole next.
When I'm confused about things, I always go to the universal principle. I try to find something in nature that would mimic what I'm trying to get clarification on, because there are a lot of views that are placed in our heads that are wrong. Provider is one of these things.
Yeah.
Nowhere provider mean money. Provider means protection, comfort. Provider could mean a woman is a provider.
Exactly.
Provider had nothing to do with my money coming out of my pocket. Because first thing I gotta ask you, when 100 come out of mine, 100 come out of yours now. Because the children have to eat. If you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The children have to eat, the children have to go to school, the children have to get stuff.
Exactly.
So I'm not taking my money that going to the children to give you, and you coming into a relationship, you should have a children as well. The money had a match. That's what I told the guys already. You understand? What I have in the bank, you can't match it now. If I show you a slip, other than that, then you have some understanding. And that's real. If the woman has, sometimes the woman works for more money than the guy, right? Then he must deploy understanding. Because she might take more of the burden. That don't make him lazy. If it is he working a job that pays X amount, and he ends up with a person who working for more money than him, just because the person making more money than the other person, that don't make the guy lazy because she handling more of the things. Because at the same time.
Because the other thing too to it is that even though somebody may not be able to provide the financial aid, they provide other things that will make the situation very
so
fair.
Tell you what, provide real headache. The message board.
Candy Baba say, question, should it be an expectation by a person to expect to receive things in relationships? Example, money, favors, etc.
That is based upon the type of relationship you have.
Yeah.
When you're around somebody for a good period of time, the money doesn't be an issue. If you know coming inside my wallet, I run in here. No, because you wasn't there long enough to gain access to anything. You didn't prove yourself. I didn't gain any trust. You don't automatically expect. I do the same. I ain't coming in your place at all. You understand? But at the end of the day, as time grow and you all grow and you all, time has to pass. It have levels of. So if the expectation would be based upon the length of time and the quality of the relationship you have. Because if I'm a guy and a young lady only talking about money and bills, I watching she with the corner of my eyes. Me a bill neither. Me a try neither. It's like you alone that thing here, boy. And then a week. And in the comment section, feel free, people, to place your view upon why you would think Chika or myself would actually put themselves in that type of position. What are some of the reasons you might put yourself in a position like that? The world today is in a desperate time. We are in a desperate time. And there are people who stable still and could provide some assistance. The thing is there a situation that could arise in your life when you wouldn't mind putting yourself in that position? Even if it's short term? Yeah? And the message board.
And the big brother, once you get in the work done, she will give it all to you. Well said.
So getting the work. And they need to explain that work to me, all kind of work out there. You understand? Yeah? And if you're looking at this on Facebook, feel free to like, share. You know, this is bird team, emotional fitness, physical fitness, mental fitness. And the topic for today is
Sugar Daddy versus Sugar Mama.
And for the new people coming on the live, welcome. And feel free to place in the comment section what you think a sugar daddy is or what you think a sugar mama is.
Yes.
Who you think benefits more, the younger girl or the younger guy? And would you contemplate being in that type of relationship?
And we know that the age ranges really differ on the live now. So if it is you are between the age of 18 to 26,
Papa, why are you going back to 26?
will you be...
It's 25.
Will you consider
26
being...
years off.
Will you consider being a sugar baby? If it is you are 45 and over, or 50 and over,
50 and over.
will you consider being a sugar daddy or a sugar mama?
And this is what you think, boy, in the next 20 something years or 30 years, would you consider being a sugar daddy at some point in your life? You know, and ladies are throwing that out to you in the comment section. Let's say you're not married by the age of 55, 60. And you know, would you place yourself in that kind of position? As Jamia. Jemiah? Big up Jemiah on the live. And Jemiah, we're looking for she in and out. Jemiah, place in the comment section what you think a sugar daddy is or a sugar mama. Yes, and would you consider being a sugar baby? Chika, would you consider being a sugar baby?
I cannot be a sugar baby no more.
Yeah. And you know the age bracket could range because I mean like let me say 80 something. You know? So ladies, my question to you is if you consider being a sugar baby, what is the oldest guy you would put yourself with? 95?
That's if you consider, so you may not, you may or may not.
87? What is the oldest guy that you would date in that category of sugar daddy? And fellas, what is the age ceiling when you're dealing with sugar mamas? And they will tell me what is the ceiling, what the age cut, you know how it goes. Chika, what would be your age that you see? You can't see yourself.
Contemplating that. Okay?
So people, if you know, join the live, like up yourself, you know, like the page. And the question is, what is the age bracket now? How high would you go? Would it be 10 years older, 20 years older?
Is not a good age range.
30 years older?
You could talk about
25 years older?
18 years difference go up.
What is the age ceiling, ladies, for the oldest guy you would date presently when we're dealing with sugar daddies? Julie, what is the oldest? Sonali, what is the oldest? Z, what is the oldest? Gail, what would be the oldest guy you would date in that scenario of things? Yes. And our society in Trinidad, we misinterpret these.
Yeah.
We misinterpret it. We would see somebody who is older with somebody who is younger and just classify them as a sugar daddy or a sugar mama or what we would call a cougar. Right? It's not the same thing. Right? The sugar baby explains to the sugar daddy or mama, you know, the monetary scenario that would be exchanged for whatever services they require. It is not an emotional service. it is clearly a physical service that is rewarded with money.
So, message board. We have Julie saying, I was 25 when I started, and he was 50 with his own business, and the other was 44 and well to go to.
Interesting. Alright, so we have the ceiling at 50 for now.
So in her case, it would be a 25-year difference.
Big things. 20 to 25 years, Asia Lion. Yes, very interesting.
Should they say they were mostly in their 50s? So,
Chika, why do you think is that? What would be your I know that guys go through that midlife crisis. Is it that the midlife crisis is having an effect on them? That's why they think they should go that way, even though the money is not the issue anymore? Because like when you're a younger guy, money is an issue. You know, everything you do it by the paper. You know, like, but when if you're established now, it's like money's not a problem. You're bored. You know, you're getting older. What do you think it is? Is it a mental scenario going into that quarter, maybe half a century?
It have some, and it could be mental, it could just be a personal choice. And what person, sometimes people are just naturally attracted to either older or younger persons, right? So for some men, it's just that they were busy, as you say, money was an issue. They focus on developing whatever it is after
and
develop.
Then they start to play.
You know, but
they
may not even
so
start.
We play late. So what you guys say earlier, right?
I did not say that.
Is that when the gentlemen were older, they were more younger, they were focused on building themselves, and it took a certain amount of time to be established and on the plane. Now, what I realized with 50 and over, with millionaires and billionaires, they have that tendency. And when they are interviewed, they would say that, half, the majority of their life was work, get work, go get it, work, go get it. And now when they reach that place, the half mark, they kind of relive what they lost. You know what I mean?
And they say once you're cooking and doing everything else, as for me, 40 and looking real good.
And you know, eh?
And you talk about a relationship?
Andy.
That Andy being a sugar baby, or?
Andy, if you're a sugar baby, your sole purpose is to provide a service, right? For exchange of financial scenario.
Judy is saying, yes, I love older. My baby daddy is like 15 or so older than me.
Why is that? Please in the comment section why. Chika, why young ladies like
older men?
Yeah.
I believe that young ladies like older men because they see them as more mature, more stable, and able to, protect them. They feel more protected.
In the comment section, feel free to place what is the reason that younger girls tend to always go. We don't have to be 20 years, I'm talking more like generally. Why they tend to gravitate to older men, place it in the comment section. Julie says she loves
She loves older.
Love older. Right? I don't think older means wiser. I have met a lot of older women that think like children.
Yeah.
So I believe that the maturity is in the mind as opposed to the age chronologically of the person.
Yeah.
So I think it's a misconception where women think that because the guy is older, he's more mature.
And I think too, when it is, I believe that if it is attracted to the older guy for whatever reason, they're supposed to be able to see that mature quality, that wise, those type of qualities, and stable, somebody who is folk. I'm just thinking, if it is the person really say that they like an older guy and that is what they like them for, it means that they have to see that the person is actually mature, not the age and say, oh well, he'll be mature, but actually seeing that person displaying the mature attitude then. Right? Yes, not all the time Ola is more mature. That is true. I agree with that. That is true because it have some young woman, right? The
and
man,
like old man.
and they very mature
They're
thinking and
old music, old everything.
right, and they have what it would be like an old soul. Okay.
Oh, no, it's a whole soul.
Yes.
Right, so again, people, this is birth team. Right? You know, we just do it this Friday night, we relaxing and we discussing point of view based on the sugar daddy, sugar mama equation.
So, Lion, why are some men attracted to older women? Is it like kind of like the same? Because it's half men attracted to older women.
What?
It's half men attracted to older women.
The general population are attracted to
Okay,
older
no,
women.
the general population. I just wondering why
She
some
gets
men.
the 1% mentality. So anytime she makes a suggestion, it's based on the 1%. It's not the majority at all.
No, I didn't say it's the majority.
Message board.
Message board. Today saying I have a lot of younger and same age guys come around me, and most are so much mature than some older ones I have met.
Case in point.
Okay, so Lion, why do men like younger girls?
Very simple. Yeah, the message board.
I'm coming back here. You all remember Lion has to answer why do men like younger girls?
And you can answer
Right.
that for me.
So Sonali, to me I think a sugar parent is either between 55 and 85. Sonali says sugar parent is
It's really a sugar parent because the person's supposed to be old enough to be a father. It's really a sugar
yeah,
parent.
sugar parent.
That's why you call it daddy and mommy.
Yeah.
It's a parent.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's how it go, man. The gentleman is old enough to be your daddy.
Today saying some of them have sugar mommy, or some of them have mommy issues. Those guys who like the older woman.
So they will be.
So then the younger ladies are daddy issues.
I realize
like-
Julie kind of one-sided, didn't she? Answer, eh? Oh, the guys are lazy. Then the guys have mommy issues and it's okay for the woman. It's like Julie very biased this evening. Yes, it's very. It's showing
And
that
he
you're
is not
biased.
answering, so Lion, please.
What answer?
You have to answer why do men like younger women?
You really think you need to answer that? Remember again, men are one-dimensional. We are turned on by sight. Is it right?
But
So
you have
simple.
some young ladies there looking all that.
Again, the reason you ask a question, I'm not talking about the young ladies who looking. The reality is that the reality is that 9 out of 10 times, the younger the young lady, well, young ladies are still young. So everything looks perky, everything is well, unless it's an unhealthy young lady, then we ain't looking, right? So that's the physical attraction. So that is why the sugar daddy would spend money, whatever, because he knows that is what he is paying for.
Yeah.
He not paying because she's of a wealth of knowledge, and she has, gone through life and is well brought. No, it's not about that. The sugar daddy is paying for a service from a younger lady that looks well enough to be paid for it. See how simple, man? Straight. So people as if you know entirely life. Hey.
Is it because of the sex?
Yeah, you see. You see. What the vibrance. How to put it? But when you're younger, you're wired differently. You try craziness. You never check a child. They're walking on the edge of a wall and they say, come down from there. They have no fear. They just try anything.
When nothing happens to them.
Yeah. And when you're still young, you still have that mind. The brain is still like that. And the very adventurous and outgoing and the spurry moment. And what happens is it gives the guy back his excitement. So I know he was one-dimensional a bit based upon goods and services exchange for sex and money. But from a different avenue, it keeps the guy filled with excitement. 12 o'clock in the night, they want to go so. As you say, put back the life into him again. And I think that what is happening in long-term relationships is that people get so accustomed with each other, they get real boring. Like real boring. That's why people mind for plenty years, 20, 25, 30 years, it's just be like they're in the house, existing like ghosts. You know what I mean? So the youth, the young vibe, because they're still going, they're still energetic, they still want to go line here, go so, let me do this weekend, and oh God, this holiday coming up, let me go. It kind of keep you on your toes, and it kind of put you back into that youthful feel. That's just another avenue from a guy's perspective.
So message board Judy is saying, Lion, please, I have seen and know some young girls younger than me and not looking good for their age at all. Sorry to say, but it's the truth.
Yeah, well, we ain't paying for that. Keywords. What the guy is paying for is something looking good. We ain't paying for what ain't looking good. Right? So the younger girls who ain't looking good, we ain't paying for that. We paying for, but from the different avenue is that because of the sprightiness, it make you wake up. Because like you're home with the wife and it's a monotony. You get up, you go to work, you see, but too much men don't like that too much monotony. That's why he go on so and you ever hear that? Why he go on so and you have a nice wife home? Because he bored.
Yeah.
Nice wife home, look. That don't mean nothing. I don't know why people say that you have a nice wife. And she pretty, eh? Prettiness don't mean nothing when he bored. That's right. So the woman don't even have to match his wife home. It's like, oh God, you have a pretty, gorgeous wife. Look where he gone. It's not that. It's that he get back this kick, Stella get he groove. He started buy skinny jeans. He started change how he dressing. Because he gone over there and see how them fellas dressing. He started thing. When he come back home, he shaking his wife. Then come on, man, sleep. Because the environment has gotten a kind of lull. And now that youthful vibration sparking back up. And you pay for that, and you have it. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to spend a couple $1,000, man. It ain't nothing. Yeah. When it becomes nothing, then you thinking you getting, he laughing. Look, if I could just swipe a card without 100,000, just so. And I spend 5,000 out of 100,000. I don't care. You thinking you get through. I laughing at you. Because that is nothing for him. It worth more the energy that he gets as opposed to the money he spent. When you thinking you gaining something, you ain't gaining nothing really. That's a word to the wise for the ladies. That's a word to the wise.
Gail is agreeing with what you are saying.
Yeah, when money becomes nothing. So what? And she thinking, oh, my sugar daddy give me a 5,000 today. So he laughing like, she just get some scrums. That's what it is. Right? So when you're broke, money is everything. And when you have, money is nothing. So if you're looking at this on YouTube,
subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment,
say something. So people, before you wrap up, you know what I mean? We have Gail, Smith, Guides Fit District from Canada, #/Birthday Canada. Soon to have a tag team final, Chika J, aerobics, G-force, that kind of vibration at some point. Big up everybody on the line.
Much love. Thank you all for locking in, participating.
So people, after we have just culminated this whole scenario, what is the next topic?
What is the next topic?
Put it in the comment section, people. What we talking about next? We could have a vote so that we could know what we're talking about in the next topic. Feel free to place your comments. And I mean, that is the reality of it. The reality is, this sugar daddy, sugar mama thing, the reality of it, grassroots, is the haves and the have-nots. It's because you don't have and you covet and you don't want to go through the trials and tribulations of having, you take a shortcut. It's not like if you're with somebody and they try to, you help them, them help you. You build them, they build you. You're not doing that. It's because, in reality, you're watching a guy, he might be in his 50s, he take 30 years to build his business. Blood, sweat, and tears, you wasn't there. Right? Same thing with the woman. You wasn't there. But now you want to capitalize on them. Right? And you think you actually gain something when you're actually selling yourself short. Yeah? Can you say midlife crisis?
Can you say in a man midlife crisis?
I just always say if a man have money to spend on these girls, you could only be able to have a midlife crisis. You should be able to afford a midlife crisis because midlife crisis have a price. You feel I don't want to afford a midlife crisis? Hell yeah. I will go on top, go to Egypt and take a tour. I might live midlife crisis. We skydive off a Mount Susie. Skydiving. You must be able to afford a midlife crisis. You feel I don't want to afford my midlife crisis?
Can you see keeping your relationship alive?
Yeah.
So
the vibration. That is why some of them fellas wouldn't mind spending $1 because they, you're enjoying yourself. You don't care about the money.
yeah. So Candy, those are two topics you like to discuss. So votes, people, votes.
Midlife, men and midlife crisis, what do you do?
Keeping your relationship. I like keeping your relationship alive.
So all those who want to discuss how to keep your relationship alive, I think would be the title. How to keep, like a how-to. How to keep your relationship alive. We want some hearts on the screen, or hearts in the comments, or fire. So we voted. Voted men and midlife crisis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or how to keep your relationship alive. Tips and tricks of the madness. And anybody else who have any suggestions for the next week talk, feel free to place it in the comment section below. Right? And that's what it is. Regardless if it's a sugar mama or a sugar daddy, they spend the time to be financially free. Right? And you looking in at that, utilizing your youth to capitalize. Alright, Asia Lion is saying how to keep your relationship alive. Asia Lion needs tips on how to keep your relationship alive. Well, let's see Asia Lion page big. She probably have too much relationship. Right? So it looks like that is the vibration. So again, this sugar daddy, sugar mama thing is leverage.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's you trying to capitalize on somebody that money don't even matter to them. But it matters to you, so you will sell yourself short. And then make it a business. That is dumb. You're sitting down telling people, you watch a YouTube video where this young lady talking about this a business and she had to get a raise and okay. Why don't you start your own company, man? Start your own company and talk, put the work in and do something with yourself. Start your own business, right? Don't try to make a business out of other people's business. Providing services. That is prostitution, same way. That is escort service. Open escort service. At least then they know it's an escort service. Don't go around trolling the internet for guys, old guys who have money, for them to pay you for sex. That is dumb. And guys shouldn't be doing that. That's worse. I think that's worse in reality. Right?
Trafficking. Trafficking of women. What can people realize so that people can realize what's going on? That's a nice topic too.
Z want to talk about trafficking women, talking about the prostitution rings in China.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
So all we have to vote here, please. Vote. We have how to keep your relationship alive and trafficking women. The human trafficking ring that is taking place right now in Trinidad and Tobago, which are really using young girls in Trinidad, Colombians, Venezuelans, people who come in to try to see the way and they're capitalizing on them and using them, and some of them end up in graves. That's a very serious stuff.
Yeah, that's.
Right? So we could use the two. Hopefully this weekend we could do the two of those, right? So, it's your boy Lion.
And the girl Chika J.
All we go on. That's it. Later.